Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV and Chelsea Fan TV for this match reaction for you guys. Straight on the back of this win against Brentford. Chelsea 2, Brentford 1. We've not beaten these guys for 3 games. Is it 3 games in the last 3 seasons at home? We've struggled to beat Brentford and we nearly caused ourselves issues again at the end. However, what a performance from the boys. We are 2 points behind the top of the league, Liverpool, at the moment. I want your thoughts and feelings in the chat, guys. Let us know how you're feeling. Smash the likes, subscribe if you're new. Up the Chelsea. Let's cue the intro. People, welcome back to GNA TV and Chelsea Fan TV for another match reaction to the Chelsea 2-1 against Brentford on the night. And what a performance. And it was a different type of performance today, guys, wasn't it, compared to the Tottenham one? We all knew that this was going to be a harder game against Brentford than it was against Spursy. We just knew it. We knew it was going to be harder. And it was, guys. Don't get me wrong, it was. We made it harder for ourselves, don't get me wrong. We created 13 clear shots in the first half at goal, may I just say. Yes, we did score near the end with that Cucurella beautiful goal, which we're going to talk about it as well. Good performances across the pitch as well from the players today as well. You know, stepping up was Caicedo again with another beast performance. Madueke coming in, doing very, very well. Sancho, guys. Sancho, he's just bellissimo. He is just bellissimo at the moment. Jadon Sancho is that guy at the moment. He is playing at some sort of level right now. Enzo Fernandez again, you know, another assist to his name. And may I say, what a pass to Jackson, who, let's be serious, with the chance that he had when Sancho cut in the boxes, played it back into him, should have scored. Kind of owed us that one. However, what a finish from Nicholas Jackson. What a finish. What a class finish, guys. Yeah, we've got loads to get into. We're going to go through player ratings. We've got people joining us a bit later. How are you guys feeling in the chat? What a win by the boys today. Yes, there's a little bit of a dampener as well in regards to obviously Cucurella and his silly decision to get a red card at the end. I didn't actually see that, but I got told that that he has got a red card, which means he misses. He's probably going to get 1 match game ban, guys, for this one as well. Give us a smash in the likes, guys. I want all the likes up right now. If you're not smashing the likes, do it for Chelsea right now. We are second in the league, 2 points off. Yes, Liverpool have that game in hand, but the most important thing right here now is we're just doing our job. We are not in a title race. We are not. We, Chelsea Football Club, are not in a title race. There is not an expectation for Chelsea Football Club to go and win this title. However, if you guys around us want to keep dropping points, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool this weekend, well, you know, you're only in a way leaving yourselves, you're leaving us to just basically do our job. And we are doing our job tremendously well at the moment going through this Christmas period. We're doing well, guys. We've got a big we've got a big next couple of games coming up this Christmas period. Every 3 days we're playing thick and fast. Boom, 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 boom. But Maresca at the moment is managing it. And today you looked at that bench when the lineup came out today. When we saw that bench, guys, I saw a weakened bench. I did. I looked at the 11 and I was praying to the Lord, going, you guys that are playing today do not have any stinkers. We need the same performances that we've had throughout this, what is it, 7 or 8 games in a row now? Yeah, we need the same sort of levels performances. Play to that level. The 11 we had on the pitch would do it. We had no Neto. We had no Felix. We had no Lavia. We had, obviously, we had Fofana. We know we have Fofana out as well. Tosin coming in as well, you know. So there's just a lot. There was a lot going on, you know. I mean, there's over 300 people in the building right now already. We're only 4 minutes in. Big up to every single one of you. My boy is in the building with blimey Cameron. What is going on? Is this what? Hey, wait a second. Is this what Chelsea does to you when they start crawling up the table? Like you start now.
Yo, can you hear you?
Yeah, I can hear you. Ads, how you doing, bro? Oh no, he's gone. Oh no. Oh, there he is.
My thing's lagging. One sec. I'm a reboot. One sec.
He's lagging, people. He's lagging. Ads. Ads, aka
One sec.
Forward, guys. If you know Forward, he's a part of our panel. He's on the channel today with us as well. He'll be giving us our thoughts and feelings. Big up DJ Subjay in the building. Skills, how are you as well? Hussam must be ripping his hair out. I hope Hussam's ripping his hair out. I hope he's sitting there going, no, Chelsea, no, give me more cigarettes. I need more cigarettes. Give me, oh, Chelsea, Palmer, he's not good enough. He's not good enough. Chelsea, their defense is crap. We have a better midfielder than them. We have a better midfielder than Chelsea. Give me more cigarettes. How are they beating us? Sorry, I'm just doing an impression of Hussam at the moment. But yeah, you know, it is what it is, guys. We are.
Yo, you can hear me clear, yeah?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. We can hear you. How are you?
Nah, my thing's bugging, bro. I think I've got a slight delay, but if you can hear me clear, I'm gonna just tell you right now, I'm buzzing, bro. I'm buzzing. That's a big result, big 3 points, especially because of the weekend that we've had with the rival. Big up, man. It's a great weekend.
100%. And what does it do for Chelsea right now? Well, we're going to have a look at that in a second. But in this game, guys, the stats again. And when we talk about Chelsea creating, oh boy, do we create under Maresca. We create a lot. And you know what? I still feel that we need to have a striker, but that's a conversation for another day when you look at the amount of chances we're actually creating. However, when you look at the stats right now, guys, when you have a look at the stats right now and, you know, the amount we're creating in the first half, like I said, 13 attempts at goal in the first half was Arsenal's total in the game against Everton yesterday. 13 shots in 90 minutes Arsenal had. Chelsea had 13 shots in 45 minutes, guys. 26 in overall today. 8 on target. Listen, we need to improve on that. This is why Maresca says we ain't ready yet. We aren't ready yet. We're not in a title race right now. Stats could even say, because with 26 shots and 8 on target, you could say that could be better. 62% is utter domination of Brentford. And let's not lie, this Brentford turned up like Stoke City. So, you know, playing low block, playing deep, trying to make it hard for us as well. You know, trying to make it hard for us as well. One second, guys. Let me just remove this one and get ads in again. Trying to make it hard for us as well. And, you know, ultimately, guys. Oh. Yeah, you're better now. I think you're better now. Yeah, you're good. You was all right, ads. You was all right. I don't know why you went again. Yeah, going back to what I was saying. 11 fouls. Obviously, 0 red cards is actually 1 because Cucurella obviously got taken off. But what does it mean for the table? Well, 16 games, 10 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses currently for Chelsea right now. We are on a run of, guys, of 4 wins and 1 draw currently at the moment. 34 points with an 18 goal difference right now. 18 goals, 37 goals for, again, adding to that tally. The goal difference matching Liverpool. If you look right now, our Chelsea across the board on the goal difference as well. And listen, it is a shame we concede. We continue to concede in games when we shouldn't really be doing that. You know, that's one thing that really bugs me a little bit. But yeah, Cucurella, why? I don't know. Andrew. It's really, really poor out always, you know. Blue is the colour. I don't know. I don't worry about the thing because we got our Chelsea back. We have got our Chelsea back. And it really feels like it, guys. Nearly 400 people in the building right now, guys. Keep running the likes up. Hit the like for Chelsea Football Club. I keep saying it, guy. I want to see these likes over 100 on Chelsea Fan TV right now. Super Chelsea TV, welcome in. Come on, Jackson. Beautiful finish. We're going to get into that. And there's so much to get into, so much to talk about. That's where we are in terms of the position as well. Then we're going to go over to some Twitter. We're going to go over to some Twitter bits. Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea keep flying. Who's your man of the match? Well, I'm going to ask you guys the same question. Who was your man of the match today? Who was your man of the match today, guys? I want to hear what you've got to say in the chat whilst we try and get ads back in here as well. Here he is.
All right, hopefully it's good now. Hopefully.
yeah, you're much better now. Much better. Clear. I can see you and everything. How are you, bro? Oh, he's gone again. Oh, my God. He's gone again. We can't seem to keep him here. What is going on, guys? What is going on? Caicedo, man of the match. Yeah, listen, Caicedo, immense. And that's where we're going to go, guys. We have got, obviously, a play rating to do in a second. But I want to talk about some specific players again and why to not start on the performance of Moises Caicedo today. With Johan's comments here, Caicedo could intercept a nuclear missile. He reads so many situations before they occur. It's Kante-esque. And it is very Kante-esque. When I said to people, it gives me that sort of vibe of a Kante type style player. It's more of his off the ball aggression, reading the game, winning the ball. Yes, we know he's good with the balls at his feet as well. Don't get me wrong, but today, he was left on his own in that position, and we've seen it last season under Pochettino, guys. Under Pochettino, he played in the same role. The difference being, I think, more to do was the gaps. He got a much more fitter Enzo Fernandez next to him, by the way. Let's just say, who's moving up and down the pitch freely, comfortably as well. But this guy is a machine, absolute machine, guys. He's just winning, consistently putting in 7, 8 out of 10 performances every game. And this is why we spend that money. So all of you haters out there, rival fans, haters, that will come in at us about our midfield and spending so much money, you can see why now. You can see why we've spent the money that we've spent on players like Moises Caicedo. Because, again, he continues to be consistent. And we're seeing an absolute mad performance from him, especially in the second half, the breaking up the play, the reading the ball. The only thing that I'd say was a bit of a meh was just the goal at the end, because he got shut down by 3 players. He could have maybe got the ball out of his feet a little bit quicker. He got intercepted and then they hit us on the break. But that was really the only... They had good chances, Brentford, like in moments. Don't get me wrong. And Sanchez, listen, another one we're going to talk about as well, stepping up in moments. I kept saying with Sanchez, he's a bozo. But in moments, if he can step up when we need him, when we're struggling to maybe kill games off, like we were seeing today, make the difference, because you can be the difference in the moments, Caicedo, we're going to talk more about him in a second as well. What a performance from him. But we're going to stay on the midfield at the moment as well. We're going to flick over to another one who, again, has had a very, very, very... No, actually, we're going to stay with Moises Caicedo. In terms of his stats, Moises Caicedo registered more successful ball recoveries, 13, and more successful interceptions, 4, than any other player for either Chelsea or Brentford today. And that goes to show the standard that this guy is setting. He is better. For me, I am glad we have Moises Caicedo. Lots of people wanted Declan Rice, and I think Declan Rice is a good player. Yeah, he's not playing as well this season. Don't get me wrong. However, what I will say is, in terms of how we play under Maresca and the system and the style, he is so important, guys. He is so important to what we're trying to do right now. And he was on fire today. Now we move on from him and we go on to... What is that I've got here? I don't even know what I'm looking at here. What is that? We go on to... What happened? Oh my God, what happened? Guys, smash the likes. Keep smashing the likes. Over 400 people in the building right now. Big ups to every single one of you guys, the mandem that are in here right now. Enzo Fernandez, guys, is on 11 goal assists since his divorce. Another one today from him as well. And listen, a little bit in the first half, got caught in certain moments on the ball. I was a little bit confused that we actually played him off the right rather than the left, bearing in mind I liked the chemistry that I'm seeing with him and Sancho. Yeah. However, there was obviously a reason why Maresca wanted him on the right. And don't get me wrong, in the second half, he balled, getting around the pitch, winning balls, playing balls in. Caicedo, the big thing for me in the moment of that goal was... The second goal was Caicedo hunts the ball down, wins it, takes the ball, gives it to Enzo Fernandez. Yeah. And this is where you saw... What's going on with ads? I can't seem to get him in at the moment. Don't know what's going on there. Then you saw the abilities of both of the midfielders that we spent the money that we did, guys. And I'm going to say it. Caicedo wins the ball up high. Good challenge. Turns round. Lays off Enzo Fernandez. Right. His first initial idea was to give it to Enzo in space. Enzo picks the ball. And then that pass to cut out the defender, number one, because he had to swing it around the defender and then into the space. That is the Enzo Fernandez I fucking know. That's the one that we as Chelsea Football Club want to see more of right now. Yeah. And then Jackson, don't get me wrong. Once he had that ball there, he had to do more of it. He had to, carry it up the pitch and then take the shot. And by God, as good as the pass was from Enzo Fernandez, the finish was unbelievable as well, guys. What a goal from Jackson, who missed a kind of a sitter in the box, if we got to say as well. But don't get me wrong, our midfield right now is ticking. It's balling. They're doing their thing, and they're playing to the standards that we need them to. This was not an easy game on paper today. Brentford were always going to give us problems. I keep saying it. Harder than the Spurs game. This was always going to be harder than the Spurs game. They played in a low block. They played like Stoke City. They were getting throw-ins and using them like corners. Yeah, every time they had a moment. You know, you had, Mbemba up front, who was literally playing on the halfway line. That is how low they were, and they were playing counter football on us. And it worked in moments. But overall, guys, we dominated these guys. The amount we created in the first half, the second half was even more. Sancho off the left, Madueke off the right. Could Madueke have had more today? Maybe. But he has assists to his name. And what a ball from him as well. And Maresca, again, gets it right. A thinner bench, he gets it right. You know, he gets it right with a thinner bench, and he relies. He's relying on these players to do their bits right now, and they're doing it for us right now, guys. Right, let's try and see if we can get ads in here, because he keeps cutting out ads. You're on mute. Are you there? I don't know what's going on with his Wi-Fi right now. He's bugging. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. We love Caicedo. Oh, we do. We do indeed. And listen, what a performance. It was one that we had to win, guys. Second week in a row. Arsenal, Man City dropped points. Liverpool didn't play last week, but this week they drew against Fulham as well, who we've got coming soon as well, by the way. It was important that we went and got the job done. We are not in a title race. We might be 2 points off, but we're not in a title race. We're just doing our thing. Right now, we're just cruising. We're on a cruise, Blue, blue is the colour. Don't worry about a thing, because we've got our Chelsea back. Let's go. Bobby, how are you? Good to see you as well, guys. Guys, I keep saying it. It's over 400 people in the building right now. Get the likes up. Let's go. I want to see the likes up. Let's get the likes up if we can, guys. I'd massively appreciate it. What is the time now? 20 minutes in. We have got a player rating to do as well. We've got a little stat here from Con. Big fan on Twitter as well at the club. He says here, 1 second, guys. Let me just read this message. Let me resend. 1 second, guys. I need to resend the link to the boys. Let me resend the link to the boys. Let me resend the link. 2 seconds. Also, Kev. Who knows Kev on Chelsea Fan TV? He's watching as well. Big up to him. I think he wants a link as well. Okay, he's coming. I've given him a link as well. Okay, cool. Sorry. So, yeah, here we go. We have this comment here directly from Con himself. Second in the Premier League. Most goals scored in the Premier League, Chelsea Football Club. Joint best goal difference in the Premier League, Chelsea Football Club. Top of the Conference League, Chelsea Football Club. Enzo Maresca, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, guys, before we even get into this player rating, and there's still a long way to go. We can't, I ain't jumping up and around saying we're going to beat Liverpool, we're going to win the league and whatever. Our form maybe denies that, because we're playing to a level that, you have to be anywhere near the Champions League, let alone a title. And the fact that we're playing the way we are, I don't think people expected to see Chelsea where we are. But you have to take your hats off to Enzo Maresca. And yes, partly to the board, and we are going to do a show on the board, by the way. That's going to come at some point very soon as well. But the squad, the number of players in the team, the squad, it's very good. Very, very good. But like I said, we can't go over the top about it. Skills, mate, you're below us. Shut your mouths. Yeah. You know what's so bad about you lot, as you're an Arsenal fan and you're in here right now? I'm just going to quickly say, don't add me yet. Oh, crap. Let me kick him out. You guys, out of everyone that's doing so bad in Man City, in Liverpool or there, whatever, and forget what we're doing, mate. Yeah. You guys should be capitalizing. This is your fifth season, third, fourth season challenging for the league. This was meant to be your season, mate, not Chelsea's. And it isn't ours. We're just doing our thing. We're not challenging. We're not doing anything like that. This is on you, man. You, man, should be challenging Liverpool and Man City. You should be top right now. But you're not. So don't worry about what we're doing. Worry about what your own fucking team's doing in here. Do you know what I mean? Big up Mediterranean Menace. What you saying? Worry about what your own team's doing, mate. That's what I'm going to say to you. So, yeah, let's move on from Maresca and let's do these player ratings. We're going to get ads in as well. Ads, are you good? Are you able to? No, you can't. Oh, there he is again. Tell me when to add you in, ads. Tell me when to add you in. I don't know what is going on with your thing over there, bro. But yeah, all right, let's go into these player ratings, guys. 20 minutes in. I want to talk about so much right now. But we got to start with Sanchez because we talk about how bozo-y Sanchez is. Yeah. But today, my man stepped up. I got to give it to him. He nearly gave me a heart attack. Don't get me wrong. One them they were laughing at our 50 squad players. Listen, guys, let's just, and you're right, Christy. They were laughing at our squad, how big our depth was. What Chelsea doing? They have no clue. Jamie Carragher. They don't know what they're doing. They're signing all these players. They have no idea, no path. I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, we know all that. We know all of that. This is why we're not challenging. We are not challenging. We are just sitting back and we are doing our thing right now. That's all. That is it. Yeah. So CFC says 6 to 6.57. Do you know what? I'm going to give him a 7 between a 7 and an 8 today. 7 to 7.5 today. And yes, he nearly gave me a heart attack in the first half when he tried to control the ball and it nearly rolled in. That really fucking scared me. However, he stepped up twice. One of them was offside, and it was a good save with his leg, 1-on-1. He couldn't do much about the goal because that's just a good finish, all right? But that save that he made from Norgard when the ball came into the back post over tossing, yeah, and my man fucking hit it first time. All right, let's get ads in quickly, see if this works. Yo.
Yeah, I think it's good now. It's been doing a madness, but I think it's good.
I don't know what he was doing, brother. I don't know what was going on. How are you? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. It's just giving me some weird error.
No, for fuck's sake. This will be the show where Forward was trying to show his face and couldn't get in because I don't know what's going on. It's happened again. It's happened again, man. It's happened again. However, Callie can come in instead to cover for Forward, who's trying to show his face. I don't get why he's the only one having a problem because Callie's here now. Callie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Ads is coming in showing his face on camera today, by the way, mate, and he keeps getting chucked out.
Yeah, I will too. It's just dark right now. What's up? I'm here on the left. Give me a sec.
No, you don't sound too happy. We just fucking won. What's wrong with you?
Let's go. Listen. I'm ecstatic about the win. It's just I don't think people deep it. We're in a title race. All jokes aside, we're in a title race. We haven't been in a title race since. Yeah. Let me just do a quick one. We haven't been in a title race since Tuchel when we crashed out in December, January period, right? We, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how old you are, 31-year-old male here. We are in a title race, all right? Have you never seen a title race? No. I'm not doing this chill guy shit.
No, we're not. We're not in no title race. Let's not talk about title race. We're just doing our job right now, okay? No, we're not in the title race. No, we're not. No, we're not. No.
We're in the title race.
No, we're not having this argument
right now. We're in the title race.
I'm not in the title race. I will not.
Bro, you are my age. You have seen this team longer than I've seen this team. You know we are in a title race. Like, why are you being dumb?
We're not. How can you be the title race at December? Title races happen in February, March.
No. This is not what I'm saying. Everybody knows the real title race starts in February. That's not a debate. But table shows, and I always say the halfway period is the mark. In the halfway part of the season, you are 3 to 5 points off the top. You are in the title race. I'm not saying we're going to win it. Listen, just listen to me very clearly. I'm not here to do the hype train. I'm not here to just say dumb shit or try to get views, nothing like that. I'm being honest with everyone that's here. I'm not saying we're going to win it. We could fall off in January. There's many things that can happen. We are in the title race. That's all I'm saying. Right now, we are better than Man City. Right now, we are better than Arsenal. And these are facts. And I'm not even saying it to like be reactionary.
We can't keep a clean sheet. We still concede goals in every game. So we're not. No, this is why Maresca says we're not in a title race. We're creating 26 odd shots and goal, 13 in the first half. You know, we're only scoring 1. Like, there's a lot of things that we are still.
Wait, Jen. Let me do what you just did. And I'll do it back to you. We have an attack that is not clinical. We've scored the most goals in the league. We have the best midfield in the league.
Yeah, I agree with that. We're creating and scoring a lot. We could be better, Kenny. That's not the fucking point. We created 26 shots today and had 8 on target. That's less than blimmin' half, mate. That's just about a quarter of our chances on target.
Wait, but so we can really talk about the game. This is my last point. Just like, hear me out on this point. We are in it. I'm not saying it like we're the complete article, whether we deserve to win the league, whether we're going to take Liverpool, whether overall on form right now, we're in the title race. And overall on form, we're a top 2 team in the league. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it like Jen. I'm not the main one that tells you Sanchez is this. What did I tell you in the chat? Sanchez's distribution is shit. It's going to concede us more goals. We're going to lose points off of that, right? But at the same point, we are 2 points off Liverpool. At some point, we have to be honest with ourselves, look at the table, and go, it's the same thing. Look, my target is top 4 and winning the Conference League. That's all I want. Top 4 win the Conference League.
Yeah,
but Jen, right now, where we stand. Yeah. Where we stand, bro, we're in it. I think we'll fall off by like January, February, but right now we're in it. But yeah. Go ahead. You give me your opinion, and then run me. You don't think we're in it? No, really. All jokes aside, you don't think we're in it?
No.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you why I say that so that you understand. Because I don't think title races. Listen, I think title races are won in December, but I don't think you can say you're in a title race until you get to February, March. Because
I agree. I get what you're saying.
So many points to play for. So Chelsea, even though they're 2 points off Liverpool, could be 10 points off by March, but still be in the Champions League position. Do you get what I mean? Or 8 points.
No. I hear what you're saying. You're just not ready to say it until.
I'm not going over the top about the whole thing of, us challenging or things like that. We're not. Why is that forward having problems with these? Why can't he get in? I don't get it. I'm just trying to think. Go on, you can carry on. I'm just messaging.
No, I got you. I'm going to start pivoting towards the game, but just to echo your comments, I agree with you. Like, we would have to still be in this position around February for it to be genuinely we're in the title race. I know what you're saying. All I'm saying is based on table and form right now, we're in. Now, towards the game itself, I don't know why everybody's having problems with the link, by the way. Tell them to use the second one. And then, in regards to the game, if you're starting with Sanchez, everybody knows how most of us feel about Sanchez. Today is not the day I'm going to shit on him. He had a good performance overall. My issue with Sanchez really comes down to his distribution. Most of his bozo moments come from when he distributes it poorly out the back, giving hospital passes. There's been some to the Sassy, been some to Badia Shield, there's been some to our midfield. The list goes on. But this is not the day to crash on Sanchez. Sanchez had 2 very, very nasty saves that, to be real, without him, we would have conceded at least one of those 2 chances. So, for me, he had a solid performance overall. And that's where I start.
Yeah, I thought Sanchez was very good today. And my biggest thing with it is we know he's a bozo. We know he's going to have these moments. He made some good saves today. My biggest thing with goalkeepers is that in moments, and we will allow teams to have moments because we do. The way we play them out, we create. The way we play is we're going to outscore you. That's how we play. Like, that's just literally it, because we're going to create more than you. And yes, we're going to give you opportunities like we had today. But my thing with Sanchez is goalkeepers are so important. They do win you points. They can win you 15, 16 points a season. Yeah. And what we saw today in them moments and them saves from Sanchez were moments. I wouldn't say Brentford had tons of chances and were giving us so many problems. Yeah, it was just moments. And that's the difference for me, because when we caught him in moments in the past where we're not killing games off as quickly as we were like today, Sanchez stood up and he made some very good saves. And that's the difference for me today. And that's why I give him a 7.5 today, because even though he nearly gave me a heart attack in the first half with his touch at the beginning, and I don't think his distribution is as good as people think it is, today he made some good saves, and that's where I stand with him. So well done, Sanchez. Well done to him. Let's go on to the goal scorer, Cucurella. What a header! What a finish! What a goal! By the way, very good performance from him. I do think he's the best left back in the Premier League. By the way, I think he's the best left back in the Premier League by quite a mile. However, his stupidness at the end of the game to get a red card, and obviously now miss one game is very stupid from him. Right? You don't want to be seeing that. But overall, good performance. Best left back in the league for me in terms of his consistency at the moment. Very good. This system suits him because he likes pressing hard. His strengths are pressing. Just being aggressive. Yeah, and that kind of the way that we play suits him because we're aggressive. We're aggressive pressers. That's what we do, and that's why we're seeing a very good Cucurella here than we were, say, last season under Poch. But for me, I was good. I would have given him an 8.5 today because he got a red card for being a bozo at the end. I'm going to give him a 7, to be quite honest, because he shouldn't have done that. We got Kev with us as well. Big up Kev in the building. What are you saying?
Right on, Jamie. Right, brother.
I'm good, mate. I'm good. How are you feeling after that? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Wow. Relieved. We got when they scored that their first goal in the 89th minute, man. I was feeling like the rest of us is going to be a draw here. We've obviously haven't had the best results against them the last 3 years, but with this Chelsea, man, we're seeing things out. Okay, for me personally, man, we should have done everything possible to get the clean sheet, in the circumstances, but we'll take a 3-1. We'll take 3 points, man. There's a team that we haven't done well against. 3 points, 3 vital points at this part of the season's. It's great. So, I speak for the rest of us, man. We all over the moon with it, but another difficult game Sunday, Everton. It just gets harder and harder. So the lads have got to stay focused. I think the way we changed the squad around as well, a couple of players got left out. I think we've got Everton in mind. We've got a difficult run. Obviously, Shamrock will probably end up fixing things around midweek, but if you're focusing on today, like you said, we've got to be happy with 3 points, man. I don't know about yourself, but very nervous towards the end, but happy to see it.
Yeah. Hey, everyone seems to be cutting, or he's cut as well. I mean, Callie, your thoughts on Cucurella?
A little bit of naivety at the end. I mean, also the game's gone soft. It wasn't. I don't know if you got to see it then. It was a late shove. It wasn't like he slapped them or choked them, or it was a shove. But whatever. By the letter of the law, he deserves the second yellow. So he's missing the game for sure. We shouldn't need him against Everton, so I don't want that to be an excuse. But that's a conversation for another day. Today, his performance. I'm starting to really rate the recruitment board because I really was questioning why we got him for the money we got him for. And then to see his performances this season, I think midway through the season, take a step back and just go, even if you don't watch the full 90s of every game, go watch an extended highlight of the team and look at Cucurella and Caicedo specifically. Them two have been instrumental. And then obviously Enzo waking up midway through the season as well has been instrumental. Cucurella, man, I used to be I don't know who's going to replace Chile after, he got that serious injury because Chilwell and James, it was Chilwell and James. And they were on serious smoke. But now it's I'm comfortable because it's I'm really starting to trust this guy. So I think 100%. Your thoughts on him are perfect. He shouldn't have got that red, but other than that, it would be an 8. I'd give him about an 8.
Fairs, yeah. We moved. He won't be in for the Everton game, which is a bit annoying because we could do with him in a ground that we struggle in as well slightly. Levi Colwill today. Very good.
Toe save, by the way. I didn't realize that someone sent me the highlight. He stuck his toe out on that one of the chances from what's his name? Phil. I forgot. Yeah. But yeah, and sure, if he didn't stick his foot out like that, possibly would have been in for an easy tap-in. But I'm not sure how everyone feels about Colwill. It's I feel like his performances all season have been mixed. like quite literally sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. So I don't know where everyone feels about like where you guys like rate him, how you feel about him as far as the season goes. Go.
Yeah, I think he's been. I think he's been good on the ball, pass it out. I think his block was very important in the game. Again, in moments where we need our defense to step up, he was there. You know, he's still very young. He's still got a lot to learn for me. Yeah, but I do like the abilities he does have. I still think we need someone that's a bit more commanding at the back. I'd look at him as maybe one of the leaders of the future, but at this moment in time, I still feel that our defense is still one of our big issues when it comes to looking at our. I mean, yeah, he had a good game today. Done his thing, done his thing. Gets involved up against Wissa and is it Mbuembo as well? He's two very good players, So, I mean, Kev, Colwell, what was your thoughts on his performance today? Is he there? Is he cut off? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I think maybe Kev might be frozen. Try turning the camera off. Try turning the camera off and see your audio. Yeah, man. And
You're cutting off now as well. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, overall, very, very good. Everyone's cutting on me today, guys. What's going on? I don't know. Everyone smash the likes if you can. I'd massively appreciate it. Tosin coming in for the injury for Fafana and Badiashile, obviously, as well on the weekend. Let's get Kev back in and see if we can hear him. Kev.
Yeah, you right, brother?
Yeah, good. Everyone seems to be cutting on me today. Ads, Kev, everyone's struggling with their connection.
If Santa can bring me a present this year, make sure he brings me a MacBook, bro, because these Acer fucking Windows computers. Broski. Santa, please, if you're gonna bring me something, bring me a MacBook, bro. Yeah, man, but I can hear. I'm back. I'm sorry for the disconnection, bro. I'm back.
That's all right, man. That's all right. So what was your... Let's go to you on Tosin, because obviously he hasn't really played much this season. Obviously, he was called in a big game today up against Brentford. I mean, what was your thoughts on him and Carwell as a partnership?
He got man of the match, didn't he? He got man of the match by the looks of it. I thought apart from his sending off, Cucurella would have probably got it. But Tosin looked a bit nervy first half. He give the ball away a couple of times. I just feel like he's a good squad player at best. He's a bit slow, when the ball's coming out and he's playing out. His passing's accurate but very slow. He slows the play down, and I feel like going the other way as well. He's not the quickest in his acceleration. He's not the quickest. So say if we're on the defensive transition, he's not the quickest, but he's a strong player in the air. Obviously, look at he's 6'3", 6'4", tall lad.
Yeah.
But in respect of today, a bit nervy first half. Second half, he grew into the game and he was solid, and he's probably well deserving of when Brentford was coming up with all these attacks. He's obviously playing against Wissa and then Bueno, probably two of the deadliest players on transition in the Prem. We all know with Brentford how they play counter-attacking football. You have to be fully focused, and I feel like him and Levi Colwell did an exceptional job in keeping them out in certain aspects. Not bad at all. I feel like a good squad player at best for Chelsea.
Yeah, I hear you. I agree with you. I think he had a little bit of a shaky ending. Gave the ball away a couple of times, and he got caught on the back a couple of times. I think the biggest problem with the defense that I have with our defenders, not only just him, I think all of them do the same. They've got a habit of just ball watching when they're not really aware of what's going on in the box a lot of the time. And I'm just like, what? As a defender, and you're like growing up and you're learning to play the position.
We're not terrible, but we're still below average on.
Yeah, but one of your key points of learning is being aware of who's coming in the box, who you're marking, having your eye on them, and things like that. And I just feel like we lack that. Do you agree? I feel like we lack that in our defense.
Below average in the air, below average on set pieces, below average on header goals. We're like in the air, and like as far as like positional marking, like you're saying, that's why when you say like we're not in the title race, all these things, that would be one of the detriments you would mention, right? It's because a lot of the time, and once again, that's what I'm saying, everybody, because a lot of games are going by, and you're going to start forgetting like key details in a couple of them. Go back, rewatch some of these games, and you will see aerially we tend to get dominated a lot, if I'm being honest. That's why this Brentford game was so nervy at the end, because at a certain point in time, they sensed They sensed a bit of blood, and they started putting pressure on us. And that's when I get a little nervy, because when we get pressure put on us, especially in the air, we tend to concede. So it's like, that was big by the defense today.
Yeah.
Yeah. With this, it's not like a head on the line defending. I was saying this a few weeks ago. The new star defense, someone just come up in the comments there. It's black and white. It's totally different. When I was growing up, I was watching Ricky Carvalho, John Terry, William Gallas.
They're telling us we're old. Don't do that to me.
These players put their head in the way of a foot. They take a kick to the face for their team. Now it's not that. They will allow the ball to come behind them. They'll take a touch and play out. It's all play. It's not react and defend on the spot. It's more let the ball come in behind, recycle the ball to the goalkeeper, rather than put your head on the line straight away to get that ball out. It's not that kind of defending anymore. You see what I'm trying to say, Jim? It's not.
Yeah,
that
I agree.
Anymore. Yeah, and I feel like there's only a couple of defenders in the game like that. And we need one for us to close the gap, because Liverpool have certainly got one in Van Dijk. I think Man United have even got one in Luciano Martinez. Arsenal have got that in Gabriel Saliba. Most teams around us have got these old school defenders. If they've not got two, they've got one. We haven't really got one.
Ruben Diaz.
Thiago Silva was the last.
Yeah, it's like a commanding centre back, isn't it? Someone that's like a leader, proper.
Put your head on the line, get booted in the face, kind of centre back. Every team needs one, brother. We haven't got that. They're too pretty, and this is where I feel like in those games where teams are really getting onto us, putting that ball in the box, it's going to strike us out, brother. So this is what I'm not saying my whole until we go in January, we say, you know what? Get rid of Abadishile, get rid of the Sarsi. These defenders have been they're decent at best, but they're too similar. Get rid of the two of them and bring in. I've heard today Skinner from PSG is available. He strikes me as a defender that puts his neck on the line. He has done for years and years and years at Inter. He hasn't quite done it at PSG, but we need that mold of centre back, experience defender. We've done it at Champions League level, which is willing to put his head on the line. I feel that and a Colwell will complement each other. You know what I'm saying? You'd have Colwell who does the running in behind and the Rio Ferdinand kind of passing that. Then you got the Vidic.
I was just going to ask you what modern day center backs you were interested in, but I got the one from PSG. I got to do some research on because what you're telling me is I'm getting old. That's what you're telling me.
I quite like Atletico Madrid's centre back. I've been saying this for ages and ages, man.
Yeah,
Jimenez, man. He's a rock. I really like him, but there's not many about anymore. There's not many about. So if you can get one,
I know. I agree.
The center backs are hard to find right now.
I think the level of like quality in terms of the defensive area across Europe's quite low, and this is why people are looking at younger players. Younger players that have the potential of maybe becoming, I don't know, a new Van Dijk or a new John Terry or a new, Ruben Diaz, and that's where it's like it's down to your scouting team now. It's down to your departments of trying to find these type of players. But yeah, let's move on swiftly because we haven't got a lot of time because I know they want to upload soon as well. So Malo Gusto, I mean, came in today. He's not been performing that great this season, but I mean, today I thought he was okay. I'm not going to lie. I thought he supported Madueke very well, done his job as he does off the right very well. He didn't invert today, which I thought he might have. Cucurella was the one that was asked to invert, up next to Caicedo. But yeah, Malo Gusto, the only thing that gets me with him is that when he gets himself into very good positions, and he finds himself in some very good positions for us, is that his final pass, final cross is always just very poor. He never seems to beat his first man, or he overhits it and it goes right over the bat. I just want him to be a bit more efficient, in their moments, but he's just not, So that's something for him to work on as a young player still developing. 19 years old? He's one of our youngest recruits, to be fair. Still.
20, I think.
He's got a lot to go on, but still overall good performance for him. I mean, how did you feel about him, Callie? Do you think he played quite well?
Yeah, I'll keep it brief on him because it's like one of those, average good performances. Can't speak too wrong. I think he got himself in really good positions. I think Gusto's main issue is inverting. I think we should continue inverting Cucurella versus inverting Gusto. I know it's a modern day thing where everyone wants to invert both their fullbacks across the pitch, but I don't think you're at that much of a disadvantage by only inverting one. If anything, you're also a little bit more defensively sound as we saw today. So, in my opinion, just on Gusto to keep it brief, he's been poor this season, if I'm being honest with you. Been very inconsistent, and especially when he's inverting, he's been absolutely dreadful. But when he's not inverting, you start to see like a couple shades of last season. Last season, he had very, very, very good form. So, let's hope that if we keep not inverting him, he continues to give us more consistent performances.
Yeah, I hear you. Kevin, anything you want to say on Gusto before we move on to him? Anyone else?
Pretty solid, but I feel like this inverted role for him is not doing him any favors. I thought, with Gusto, he's an out and out old school kind of right back. You want him with the paint on his boots. You want him overlapping. You want him whipping balls. His final product isn't there yet. But from what I can remember today, he put in a wicked cross for Jackson. He should have probably done better. Yeah. So I don't feel it's that bad, but I feel like he's not being used correctly. And in this kind of Maresca system, he's got to get used to coming inside. That's not his game. I feel with Reece James, if he was fit, this inverted role would do him brilliantly. Reece James used to play defensive midfield, so he's more calculated with his passes. He can scan, he can look for a ball. He's a bit more better in that position. With Gusto, he's an out-and-out right back. So that's the only reason why his performances haven't been the best compared to last year. But we can't complain. He's our second choice right back. Let's be real. And he's probably, I've heard City, Liverpool, and other teams are looking at him. That's how good he is. So we've just got to be happy to have another world-class right back in the making.
I agree, guys. Keep smashing the likes for me if you can, run them up as well.
Smash the likes for our boy Jen.
Yeah, before we go to Cali too, I mean, I think Caicedo's been, what a machine he's been. I mean, the consistent levels of performances that this guy's putting in, the amount of ground he's covering, he does give you that sort of Kante-esque type feel, the way he covers the pitch so well, but he's just reading the game so well. And today he was left on his own in the middle today more so, and he especially the second half, he's just a machine. I mean, the goal at the end, partly you could maybe point a finger at him, but he was shut down by 3 people. I see the same happening to Enzo Fernandez in the first half, where he picked the ball up and they were just on him, winning the ball, trying to just hunt down in numbers, which is a good plan if you've got the players around to do that. But it's not something you can do efficiently against our midfield, because our midfield is always on the move. That's the one thing I would say about it. But Caicedo today was he was an 8.59, 9. Whatever you want to give him, he's just so important in this system, in what we're doing. Him, Cucurella in his performances as well. He's just so good today for me. Unbelievable.
I'm telling you now, mate. I just don't like to jump on bandwagons too soon. Everyone's like, the next Kante. I let things just go over a 10-game period. But people are saying at the start of the season, Kante. I was saying, okay, he's looking good. But let's see what we are like come the end of the year. Obviously, coming towards the end of the year now, and he hasn't gone under an 8 under 10 performance this season, mate. I can't say he's Kante levels yet. He's got a long way to get to the consistency of a Kante. But he's breaking up of play. There's no player in the Prem as good as him. The way he can just shoulder bar someone off the ball, win the ball, knock the ball on. He's doing exactly what you're supposed to do on the team as a DM. Win that ball, knock it onto Enzo, someone who's a bit more better at playing long balls, etc. He's doing everything. And we put a lot of pressure on him when he first joined last year. I was saying, his performance is not good enough, this and that. But it goes to show we need to give these players time. Give these players 100%. Time. And Moses is a £100 million player. The press was knocking him down. Our soul's knocking him down. And he's coming into fruition now. He's worth more than £100 million in the market now. He's priceless.
Unbelievable.
But what
no one's talking about him. No one's talking about him midfield.
On a week-to-week basis, what this guy is bringing to the table, he's consistent now. It's not like he's doing it in 1 or 2 games. Every week he's doing the same thing. He's breaking at the play and knocking it on. And in this day and age, a DM, which is, what's the word I'm looking for? He's going to be brave enough, and he's going to be, what's the word? Keyword, discipline.
He's got a little bit of shit. I'm going to say shit house.
disciplined. You have to be to play that defensive midfield role. You have to be disciplined, and he
100%.
sits there all day. He doesn't want to come past the halfway. He wants to do his job, and he's the reason why. Other performances from other players, the reason why. But I could say 70% of the season's on Casado. But so take him out the team this year with Lavi not being fit and Enzo being the only DM, we would not be second place right now. Yeah. So Casado is the reason why we are where we are.
What about Kelly? What's your thoughts quickly on him?
Oh yeah, really quick. My man of the match. You guys all said it very eloquently, so I'm not going to repeat or beat a dead horse. The reality is with him and Cucurella, that's why I said them two specifically, life-changing this season. And, as he just echoed, especially without Caicedo, we're not in second. I don't even know if we're in top 4. So as far as this game goes today, I just keep it brief. Man of the match. Showing shades of Conte. I'm not, like you said, I'm not going to go too far ahead of myself. Showing shades of Conte. And to be honest, I'm all here for it because we've been needing that type of profile in that position. We've been needing the type of profile that's in Enzo's position, and we've been needing a proper striker and goalkeeper since I don't even know when. So it's good to see that. Yeah.
No, and you saw the quality. Obviously, it moves you on to the whole Enzo Fernandez talk now and his performance, because when you look at that second goal that we scored that Jackson put away, which was, by the way, was a very good finish. Caicedo won the ball, typically, as he did, by pressing and tackling the guy. And his first initial pass was to Enzo Fernandez, who was in the space in the middle. Enzo Fernandez picks this ball up and he curls the ball around the defender, which is in front of his way, and into the space where he knew Jackson can then pick the ball up and run. Now, listen, Jackson still had a lot to do at that point, because then he gets the ball and he has to carry it, and then he takes it onto his right and bam. Yeah, and it was a great finish. That right there, cutting out the Jackson bit, because we're going to talk about Jackson in a bit. When you look at that moment of our midfield, that is what we paid the money for, that moment. Because what you saw there was the best abilities of our midfield and how good, and this is why we've got them here. When you look at it, when you just cut it to that moment, them 2 moments there, that was a big reason as to why Enzo Maresca had to get the best out of Caicedo, Lavia, and Enzo. And we are seeing it more and more consistent. Listen, I thought Enzo in the first half, was a little bit, he carried the ball a bit too much, didn't release the ball in moments. I was a bit shocked he played off the right and not the left, because him and Sancho's chemistry has been very good of recent. And obviously he played him with Madueke off the right, which is fine. The second half, he was getting stuck in. He's moving a lot quicker. He's up and down the pitch. He's running. He's just busting the gut to make runs off of Madueke so that he can create space for Madueke so that he can cut into spaces. This guy's working his ass off, in that team, And on top of that, he's doing the most important thing that we need him to do, along with Palmer. Creating, let alone the scoring. Listen, the goal scoring is something that we need from a midfielder like him, crashing the box. But the assisting side of it, of him doing what he's doing, he's now on the same level as assists as Cole Palmer this season. I think maybe he's on the same level now. So that goes to show how well
his figures the last 10 games. He's got more in the last 10 games than he has in nearly 2 seasons at Chelsea. And I feel like there's been a lot of issues and a lot of reasons why his performances went down. Because when we first signed Enzo, when he first came from Portugal, from Benfica, I was saying this is the next Fabregas. The first 10 games, I was gassed. I was like, wow, we have got a player. And there was something what went wrong. Obviously, we had all the managerial changes, but continuously, he let us down every week. He wasn't putting the work in. He was giving the ball away. I just feel like there was something going on behind the scenes of his misses. I don't know. There's something going on.
He had the hernia as well, Kev, didn't he? He was injured.
Yeah. That's another reason, But his misses has come out of his life. What's that? His performance is on leaps and bounds. And like you said a bit ago, the midfield is exactly what you want. You want Caicedo breaking the ball up. You want him passing it to Enzo. You want Enzo looking up, playing that ball, beautifully waiting in behind Jackson goal. This is what you mean. We've got probably the best midfield in the Prem at the moment. And they are doing exactly what they need. They are performing to their highest capabilities. And I still feel there is more to come from him.
Mm.
This is the mad thing. These lads are only young, 23. Calcedo, 21. Lavia, 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so 20.
I think if we added a couple more players, just a couple more, I think Tuesday Paul and a couple of players, I don't think they're good enough for squad players. A couple more better squad players to this. This midfield could be cooking for the next 6 or 7 years, bro. Stat deep, bro.
Yep.
Facts.
But
Facts.
Enzo, wow. All I can say is he's leading, he's scoring goals. Like last week, I was at Tottenham, limbs. He's working his socks off. Like James has said, he's not just in them. Like, I think before he was a bit stuck in him.
I can't get people. You know,
Enzo, he was awful. Worst player on the pitch that kept giving them.
You know what the problem is with statements like that, though? No, it's fine if you really believe that.
Everybody's entitled to. Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
What are you watching, mate? What are you watching? You put some glasses on.
But from what I haven't seen Enzo put a bad performance in the last 10 games. Literally,
no, fact.
He's been up there. He's come, and at the end of the day, we've just got to rate it. We just got to back it, bro. At the end of the day, he's our captain. We want him to perform to these levels because there's a lot of pressure on him now. He's Chelsea captain, so fair play to him. Fair play to him, man.
Kelly?
I guess this is my last one before I have to head out and do some family stuff. Yeah. But what I would say about Enzo specifically is that I just want people to be consistent, you know? Like, when Enzo was playing like shit, I crashed it on Enzo, as he deserved. But then when Enzo started playing well, remember those first couple of games, people were like, oh, it's a fluke. When he started doing it consistently, like it was like I think it was some mad stat. He's bringing in an assist or a goal a game in the last 10 games.
Still doing
like at a certain point in time, you need to hold your hands up high and be like, all right, he's performing, and he's performing to the standard that we need him to perform. As far as I'm concerned, it's why when we were first talking in the beginning, and I was just gassing up Chelsea to gas them up, but we really do have the best midfield. I truly believe that from depth perspective. From the difference of profile. And the thing only point I wanted to highlight before I go, because I won't be able to say it makes me rate Maresca. Because if you remember at the beginning of the season, we were wondering, it was sort of inverted. It was like Caicedo was further up the pitch and Enzo was a little bit back. Then there was both of them in a direct pivot, like, you know, sitting back. And then we started seeing, okay, push Enzo a bit further up, let Caicedo sit more deep in the middle. And then magic started happening, right? So for me, I just want to say big up Maresca because it took you your first season in less than 16 games to figure out where to get this midfield playing. Now, I'm not going to say the best because I don't even think we're the complete article, but just to the level they're playing right now is exceptional. So as far as Enzo goes, I would just give him a solid 7. I have no complaints about him. His form has been immaculate. And then to you, gentlemen, I hope you have a blessed day. To all the fans, to all the people in the chat, smash the likes up for Jem.
Another assist. He got a goal last week.
Yeah.
I'm sure he got an assist. That's all we're bothered about. As long as if you're not having a good game, but you're still chipping in with figures, getting an assist or a goal, it doesn't matter. If you're having a good game and he's still chipping in with figures, win-win.
That's what you do. The king of that shit.
That's all we ask. As long as you're chipping in with some kind of figures towards his team, and he's doing what he might not have had his best performance today, but if he never got that assist for Jackson's goal,
I don't think it was bad though. I don't think it was bad, and I don't think he was amazing. I just think it was just a very good
average game, but a good assist. I forget what I said. Average game, but a great assist. Great assist. But take care, bud.
See you later, Kelly. Cole Palmer, I thought he had a good game as well. Very involved with the link up. Put some good balls in. I did think that in moments in the box, again, I keep saying it with him, he sometimes has better options to maybe just make the pass to Madueke or Sanchez. And he seems to just shoot. And he doesn't need to shoot all the time, you know. And this is just my only critic. It's hard to critic Cole Palmer because he's Cole Palmer, isn't it? But it's the one thing where I'm like, if it's Madueke doing it, or if it's Sancho doing that, or if it's João Felix,
a lot more.
They get cooked for it. Do you know what I mean? So
it's because it's Cole Palmer, bro. It's because
exactly.
I just think he's warming up. You know, when he has a lot of shots, I think he just warms him, bro. I think like he's just 1, 2, and then that third one's top bins. That I just feel that's the, you know, I manage a team. I have nothing against my lads taking shots when they need to. I will go mad if the player's in a better position and I feel they need to pass, I will go mad them. But when Cole Palmer's not of mine, you're talking about the best player in the world right now, brother. So if he wants to shoot from 30, bro, he's probably seeing something that me and you can't see, brother. Just let the guy do what he needs to do. But first half, he was quiet. First half, I feel like they got players around him. They know after the game against Tottenham last week, this guy is coming into this game top form. They needed to keep it solid and compact, and that's what they did. First half, it was 5 at the back and 4 in front of that, and 1
they made it hard.
There's no space in between the lines. Every time Palmer got the ball, they had their midfield following him in a little triangle, just make it hard for him. Enzo Maresca, tactical decision. What he did them is give him the what's it called? I'm looking for. Give him the permission to now swap with Sancho, swap with Nkinku. So he wasn't just in the middle of them. It was now picking up different positions and dragging players. There you go. And it worked last week against Tottenham as well. The same thing against Tottenham last week happened then. We changed it around and look where we scored the third goal from. Because Cole Palmer was on that right-hand side, weave trickery, put the ball in the box, Enzo goal. So tactically, I think Enzo's using Palmer well. He's using him. He's kind of saying to him in the first half, I know what they're going to do. They're going to come round you. But second half, that's when I need you them to take them players wide so other players that Enzo could occupy the spaces around the box. And I feel like that's a tactic he's been using the last few weeks because it's clearly
100%.
Yeah. So it's good, smart decision. But Palmer first half wasn't the best. Second half, a lot better.
I agree. Lots of it. I mean, Noni Madueke coming in. We had quite a thinner bench this time around. The subs, there was not as many options on the sub bench as well. But Madueke came in today and he had to step up and he had to perform. And I thought he was effective. And this is my only thing with him. I have a critic of him where that I think sometimes when we transition into attacks and it comes to him, he sometimes seems to just not have the best final third decision making. He seems to make the wrong pass, or he'll take too many touches, or he will do something which will just piss me off. Yeah, because I've seen him do it so many times. But today,
it's just like you said. Carry on. Let me carry on. G. Carry on, bro.
No. But just today, I thought he was. The crossing for Cucurella was beautiful. What a ball that was! That was like Neto-esque. That pass, I say that Neto would do on his left foot, cutting in. Like it was a good ball in. He should he have scored? Mate, it was a good save by the goalie when he hit it with his right foot, and when we were 0-0 and he was getting to the bottom corner. But he was effective today, and he worked again. He worked half of the team. He put a shift in. He got up and down the pitch, and that's what I want from Noni. Just keep working hard and be effective. I want him to drive. I want him to use his, his ability to just beat people a bit more sometimes. Because he has got that ability to do that when we pass it out to him. But not bad from him as well today.
He's improved. The ability's always been there. I just feel like he needs to perform it more consistently.
Yeah.
And I said pre-season, he was one of our best players, him and Lavia pre-season. I was saying, Noni, this is his breakthrough season. And it actually is, because he's got into the England squad. He's bringing in better numbers. He's come on leaps and bounds. And that's down to Maresca. I just feel like when he gets into the final third, the word I'm looking for is hesitant. With a Neto and Sancho, it's more instinct.
Yeah, natural.
I cut inside, I'm going to shoot. I cut inside, I'm going to cross. With Noni, he'll cut inside, and then he'll cut back out. And then he'll cut back in when he doesn't need to. And I feel like that's the part of his game which he needs to improve on. But it's only fine margins. It's not much. Yeah. I feel like I come up a few months. I grew up when Robin first come to Chelsea. And Mourinho was going fucking mad at him because he used to cut in, cut out. Bit of training, and we turned Robin into the player he is, which led on to be one of the best fucking wingers ever. Because what did he used to do? Cut in, bang, shot. Cut in, cross. So it's just fine little details within his game that we can tweak, and I feel like we've got a world-class winger there because he's got the ability 100%. To go past anyone. He's hungry. He tracks back. Like today, he was tracking back a lot today. I like that.
Yeah.
Him and Sancho, both of them tracking back. So that's one part of the game where I feel like it's really good. But I think once we get more consistent performances, he can then be in a similar part to Neto. But I think Neto is a tiny bit clear.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. There is obviously, but when you look at the goals, he scored more goals than most of them. He's been quite effective in front of goal, to be fair to him. It's just he lacks that consistency, and I agree with you. I think that comes with development, I think. But let's move on to Sancho, because for me, he's just been immense since he's came to Chelsea. I really like what he brings. I think Sancho is very different to what we currently have, because when I look at Madueke and now, I look at them being very direct and quick. They like to beat their man with speed. This guy beats you with the ability on the balance on the ball. He can go left, he can go right. He kind of gives me like, and he isn't Eden Hazard, by the way, but he gives me that kind of like the way he goes in and out and one direct pass, 1-2, tries to cut in, dribbles, like he's so unpredictable on the ball. He's just so good. And today he was, especially the second half, when he was just crashing the box and whipping balls in, and he set Jackson up, who Liming should have scored and knocked it from two yards out over the bar. Like he's just, he's just so good. But he gives us something we haven't currently got off the wings, and this is why. Yeah, he's when you have this version of Jadon Sancho, when you get this version of Jadon Sancho, and I said this when we bought him, you've got yourself a 50, 60, 70 million pound player. I've told people this already. That's how good he
is. The Man United one, I wouldn't have fucking paid £5 million for him. Because his attitude and his mind was in the right place, and the way Man United treated him, I see why. But now, obviously, he's in London, he's with his boys. He's loving life, and we can see it on the football pitch. I'm happy. £25 million. Todd Bowley, I'll shake your hand now, brother. Well done, brother. But you hit the nail on the head. It's not as direct and quick. It's more head up, take a touch, and the way to pass or the way to cross, or he doesn't rush to take a cross. Or take a touch, you look up, and I think that ball he could have shot, but he cut back out and he chipped it in. He's more calculated. He's more smarter than the other wings we got. Smarter. We needed this, and it's showing, man. I think for me personally, when you're talking about wingers, he's the first name. First name. It's a bit tight between him and Neto, but I think Sancho brings us something a lot different from Mudryk to Neto to Madueke. He's a total different winger to them. So that's the reason why I feel like he's probably the first player, and in this form, it's got to be the first player we're picking in that left wing position on a weekly basis.
100%. My fire alarm just went off in the hotel. It made me jump. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you still in Dubai?
Yeah, I'm in Dubai. Yeah.
No, you're lovely life.
It's nearly 3 a.m. here in the morning.
You're Papa Charles, bro. When you coming back?
In February.
Yeah, man, you're loving it, bro. Stay over there, bro. There's nothing over here.
Yeah. Nicholas Jackson. Listen, I don't think he's been that good the last couple of games, but you know what? Today he got a goal, and that's all I can ask for him. And listen, he owed us that one, because that miss in the first half, where the second half, where Sancho cut it back to him from 2 yards, that should have been 2-0 there, And listen, I like everything about his game. We talk about Jackson on this all the time. Drops deep, holds the ball well, carries it, attracts players, whatever. But the only thing why I keep saying I think we still need a striker, and it's not because I want him to be replaced. It's because I don't think he's a typical number 9. And then Kev knows what I mean, because he's seen a lot of them, like I have in our past. A typical number 9, someone that when you create for him, like when Chelsea have 26 creative, 26 shots on goal today. If 3 of them had landed to a proper number 9, it's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. He's not that.
I completely. Jackson has come on, another player which we can criticize, but it's only minimal criticism. And from what I say is about when I think of Jackson, which we had in the Carabao Cup FA Cup semi-final, I think it was against City. He missed sitter after sitter after sitter, compared to the Jackson I'm seeing now, which today not an easy finish. Take a touch and smash it in the near post. He's not hesitating. Last season, he was hesitating. This season, he's taking one look up, bang, and he's hitting the target. So he's come on. But I feel like he doesn't get enough goals in and around the box. Like, what can I say? I'm trying to think of a Haaland in this day and age. I could say, I could say a Van Nistelrooy back in the day.
Yeah,
I like my number nines not even having a touch of the ball in the half or dropping deep to collect the ball. I just want you inside the box, picking up all the loose ends, getting your head on the ball, not a tapping. Jackson doesn't do that, and this is why I feel we need and someone we've got the a striker which is going to do the dirty work like a Drogba. We now need someone like Van Nistelrooy now, a total different striker. He's just going to tap that ball in the back of the net, and it's difficult to find. There's only a couple of them.
There's not many, is there? You know, that's the issue. And there's talks about like Victor Osimhen. I don't know if he's that in the box.
I was all for it, but Jackson does what Osimhen does, but better for me.
I actually think Gokores is more suited in the box more than Victor Osimhen, in my opinion. He's the one I look at and go, he will score goals. Like, you keep creating for that guy. Yeah, he misses his fair share, but the guy, there's no doubt that this guy is a finisher, you know, in the box. And then you struggle after that, and it's like, well, you know, Haaland, you know, that's not going to happen. And then it's like Kane, that's not going to happen. And then it's like, you know, you need these. There's not many like killers in the box as well. And again, this goes back to the whole defense discussion where it's like, what do they have to do to try and find that? Because, you know, then there's not many around Europe, is there really? You know, so it is hard. I get it.
It's the developer players that I don't think the coach is nowhere near as good. Say 20, 30 years ago, coaching was different. Coaching's not the same anymore. From grassroots up to it's not the same, bro. So this is why we're starting to see not as good players being produced. But Gokores for me is that kind of striker that we need.
I agree.
You know, in different games, today, we need a Gokores. It's going to be tight in around the box. We want to get that ball in the box. You just need someone who's going to pull one. No, like a striker, you see him, they come forward and pull around the back and then like a Crespo. Crespo, for me, one of our best lines of doing that because he come forward and he sneak around the back and have a tapping. Jackson hasn't got that yet. I think with a guy, we need someone in these games where you know teams are going to. 3 banks of 4, you start that player and then maybe bring Jackson on in the second half.
Of course. And you're right. And I think the one thing we can say that Maresca's done very well with the big squad that we have is dependent on opposition, setting us up correctly so that whoever is playing, we actually like the players that are playing, we benefit because he set us up correctly against the opposition. And if you had a striker like Gokores today, when you know you're playing against a low block, Jackson does very well dropping in and whatever, but because we create so much, and you know you just need that first goal to kind of break the low block. They played low block, and they didn't after that. After we got that first goal, they were pressing up the pitch trying to win the ball because they were behind. You know, so you've got someone like Gokores in the team. It's going to help you. You know, you score in the first 20 minutes, maybe 1 or 2, and kill the game off. Then you can bring Jackson on if you need to, and he can play the rest of the second half. So that's what you need, you know.
And Jackson's where you see when we was 2-0 up, and then Brentford was getting at us. That's when you'd bring on a Jackson say, because now we can get So we need the first sitting strikers. We haven't got that. So I feel like that's a key area. But for me, goalkeeper is definitely more
100%.
important than Jackson.
100%. 100%. And also that shirt behind you, what a legend he was as well. That guy could finish with his right, his left. Man, that guy. Fuck me.
If we can get a player 20% of us, Jimmy, mate, we're getting 20 goals.
I've never seen a striker hit a ball as hard as that guy. I'm not even joking. People don't realize how good Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank was. Like, he used to take one step for a free kick and penalty, and it used to be like 70 mile an hour.
You see the goal. He was playing for Middlesbrough, and he smacked one in. I think it's in the free kick going back in our time.
Yeah,
he took one step, about 50 yards out. The border 100 mile an hour top bins. This guy. I loved Chelsea before him, but when I started watching Chelsea in this era, he made me fall in love with Chelsea because it wasn't only his finishing, it's just his work ethic, his passion. He wanted to score. You know what I mean? And that's what you need. You need his strikers to be hungry. And I feel like Jackson doesn't give me that vibe. You know, a striker. If Jimmy walked off the pitch about a goal, you'd see it in his face. Like, you know what I mean? He's hungry for it. That's what we need, man.
I remember the hat trick Hasselbank scored against Tottenham. He scored with his left, his right, and his head, guys.
I remember it. Yeah.
The perfect hat trick we did that day.
Left foot outside the box. He just cut inside in and whipped it. I remember like
swung it in, didn't he? Like Gronk.
No
It was like the Gronk, wasn't it, against Liverpool when we got into
similar, very similar, very similar. But
they were the days, man. I remember them days. Maybe we can maybe we're going to see the one thing me and you can say is that we've seen a Chelsea team dominate and win, and we know what we need to do to see our club get back to that level again. Like we've seen it.
I've seen all. I've seen the Chelsea pre-Roman Abramovich. I've seen the Chelsea where we was FA Cup. We was FA Cup team. We would get to most FA Cup finals. We was probably 6th, 7th at best. But one thing was in those teams was passion. Like, this is what I mean. We had leadership. They never let us down because there was passion. We'd lose games because other teams were just better. But the passion was always there. Then we've had all the money. We've won stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a different era now. It's a youth model. But all I want to see, because I've seen both Chelseas, so I've seen both. I've seen pre-Abramovich and Abramovich. I just want to see the passion at Chelsea back.
And when you look at
I want to see these.
100% is the passion, and people like Enzo Fernandez show me a lot of that. I know he's our captain at the moment, but he is showing captain performances at the moment for me. He's working so hard for the team. You know, he's creating an assistant, but off the ball, this guy is working. You know, every goal we scored, he's up there. You know, smashing the badge. That Tottenham game when he scored that left foot. By the way, that was a hard shot.
Oh, my life, bro.
That execution is not easy. People go, "Oh, that's an easy goal." That's not an easy goal, mate. He had to hit that first time when the ball was spinning, by the way, because when Palmer took the shot, the ball span and landed to him. He didn't have time to think about it. He just had to smash it. That was a finish. And when he went into the corner and he was like that, to you guys over there, he's doing all of that, you know, like you just know.
This is it. And at the start of the season, Jim, I'm not going to lie, bro. I was questioning leadership. So I knew Reece James. I just kind of knew in the back of my head, Reece James was going to have a good. I just kind of knew. So I was thinking, where's the leadership going to come from? And me and Lewis had the conversation. Usually, a leader rises from the pack, and we started to see now. Colwell is beginning to come. Thompson is coming to be a leader. Enzo. 100%. And considering the start of the season he had, the scrutiny, with the bus scandal, he lost his driver license. This guy is showing us that Chelsea comes first, and this is what the fans want to see. We're not bothered. Listen, if we lose, me personally, I'm not bothered. I just want to see the passion, the passion between the fans and this is what we've lost the last 2 years. We've seen nothing. We've seen players walking straight down the tunnel after games. Now they're coming over to us.
Period.
They're coming back and they're coming over and they're clapping us. They're showing us that they love Chelsea, the passion's back, and that's all. Chelsea fans.
And listen, and we're playing for Champions League football, right, guys? And we're doing a very good job at it right now. I know we're second, and people saying we're in a title race, we're going to win a title. Listen. Again, Kev's seen it as well. We don't look at titles now, man. This is not the time yet. You know, if we get to March time and we're in and around where we are now, maybe people will start whispering it. Don't get me wrong. But
I'm going after March. I'm going till May, brother. I'm saying till May. I'm going. Listen, bro. It's just I don't listen. We are not City. We are not City or Liverpool. We haven't got the experience behind us.
No.
All we can say is to stay in there, lads. That's all we want. I am happy. Listen, I don't want us to be second right now. I'd rather us be fourth. The position in the league doesn't mean anything right now. It could change. Yeah. Man City could still come on a match. We know what second and a half City are like. They can go on an unbeaten run now and still win it.
And we're on a run right now, and I do think we're going to dip at some point. I do think we're going to lose a game or two. It's going to happen soon. I hope it don't. But we're not. You know, we're winning and winning and winning at the moment, which is good. But you know that game's going to come where it's going to get complicated. Like it's just hopefully
every team gets it. And this is what I mean. We need to lower. I know we're excited. Of course we're going to be. This is not happening in 3 years. But expected level needs to be lowered So
I agree.
Right now, if we up here thinking we're going to win the league, and then next month we go on a bit of a slippy slope and we fifth, the media are going to be saying we bought our jobs, and then it's going to get into our heads. We're going to be like, the flopped, and then the pressure's going to go on Resca. No, just take each game as it comes. Each game as it comes, win.
That's how it is.
If we draw, go to the next and try and win that. If we see it as like that, that's the closer and closer we are to the end of the season. Yeah. So hopefully we can be smart.
That is the way we're going to finish it. Kev, thank you so much for coming on, bro. I appreciate you being here. If you're around, like I said, we're doing match reactions literally at the back of every every Premier League game at the moment. So if you're about, drop me a message. Always more welcome to jump on with us, man.
Not next week. I'm in shitty Liverpool next week. I'm in that fucking dump for Everton. So not next week, but the game after that. Or maybe Shamrock if you're on, brother. We'll jump on, bro. But thank you for having me on.
100%. Whenever. But listen, guys, over 400 people on the show today in total, man. Absolutely smashed it, guys. We appreciate you all. Keep smashing the likes. Leave a comment below. Let us know who your man of the match was. I want to know, and give us a comment to it as well. And we'll be back on Thursday. Everton, not an easy ground, Goodison. So we'll see.
Sunday.
We'll see.
Everton Sunday. Everton Sunday.
Sorry, Sunday is Everton, isn't it? So
Shamrock on Thursday. Shamrock on Thursday.
That's it. There you go. Shamrock Thursday, Everton Sunday. So there we go, guys. Another busy week of Chelsea stuff before Christmas next week. So the week after. So let's see what happens. But up the Chelsea, we're number 2. Let's keep going, and then we'll see what happens. Big up, Kev. See you later, guys. Take care. Peace.